What if the broken becomes whole? The bent stands straight, the empty overflows. The sage embraces the low place, and the world flows to him or her. He yields and endures forever. He takes the blame and leads without ruling. Chapter 22 unveils the ancient paradox, the crooked path that leads straight to the boundless, the humility that conquers all. If you've ever felt broken by the world's demands, stay with me. Let this chapter bend the light and show you the sovereign strength hidden in surrender. Welcome back here to the Boundless Sovereign. We are going through this series on the Tao Te Ching. We are on chapter 22. If you haven't gotten a chance to see the rest of the series, go back and it's all there for you at your disposal. We're going to go through all 81 chapters, so stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. This chapter, chapter 22, is called Embracing the One. The curved is whole. The twisted is straight. The hollow full. The worn new. The poorly endowed attain their goal. The greatly endowed go astray. The Taoist embraces the One, a model for all under heaven. Shines, but never displays. Is radiant, but never proud. Accomplishes, but never boasts. Endures, but never brags. With the non-contending of the Taoist, all under heaven cannot contend. The old saying, the curved is whole, is no empty talk. No, the curved find its way home, is truly whole. And as with our tradition, I'm going to also read the River Master's commentary, which is from the John Minford version or translation of the Tao Te Ching. Here we go. The curved flows with all under heaven and is whole. The twisted makes others straight, and it is straight itself. Earth's hollows receive the flow of water. The humble are home for inner power. Protected by the Tao of heaven and nature, the spirit of the Tao glows in emptiness. Whosoever possesses over much is confounded. Whosoever studies over much doubts what has been learned. Whatsoever is curved, whatsoever flows, returns home to the father and the mother, safe from harm. The curved. Boy, this is a there is some profound truth in this, and I will relate it to my younger self, who initially, when I was young, probably late teens, early 20s, all the way probably till about 5 years ago, believed that I could achieve in life by going after the things I wanted directly, and that there must be some sort of shortcut to the things. And maybe that's just being young, because I think a lot of people who are young do. I see it now in the work I do now. I hear frontline young employees, usually in their 20s and maybe early 30s, who say, I want more money, I want less work, and I want it now. Given the experience that they have, this can be a challenge, right? Because a lot of times companies do like to have folks with experience, also people who are willing to go above and beyond and work hard. And so when I hear somebody say, well, I want more money, but I want to work less, I kind of chuckle, because to me that is a paradox that I cannot reconcile, unfortunately. Simply because it's just, you just work, the idea of money and work, like correlating the two, right? So I guess money is a byproduct of value, right? So when you are not providing value, adequate to the money you're earning, there's a dissonance that happens. As opposed to working hard or working smart or adding value to something, when you equate the money to the value, it's a different idea. So it's not about the hours that you work necessarily, and so you can work less and earn more money. That's not impossible. What's impossible is to not add more value and earn more money. And I think, and I was a victim of this for most of my young life, was thinking that I could just shortcut this idea of value and not provide the necessary level of value to get the money that I was looking for. And so far in this world, and now things are changing with AI, but in this world, what that meant was that you had to acquire skills and experience that was of value to companies, and then they would pay you based on your skills and experience. So as time goes on, as you acquire more skills and more experience, your value goes up, and then you make more, yes, you guessed it, money. There was no real way to shortcut that. Now, the internet did give some people the ability to be able to really monetize their value creatively, which was possible. Obviously, YouTube is a great example of that. If you have insights, so like the insight that I share here on this channel, for example, is been curated over a period of years. I've read the Tao Te Ching at least, I've lost track, but at least 30 times, probably more than that. And I've also done a lot of like introspection and shadow work to kind of get to a point where I think I can share my insight with navigating through these texts, right? And that value that I've created now through these videos took time to create. It didn't happen overnight, and I would have been probably not as good, or not in a, these probably would not be as successful as they are, these videos, if I hadn't had that time to curate that knowledge and to let it come from me. And now, going through the Tao Te Ching chapter by chapter, I can share those insights along the way, right? So if I had tried to do this when I was 20 years old or 25 years old, given the infancy of the internet and where I was in my life, I would have been tremendously difficult, and I probably would have not done it justice, or done done service to you by having those insights 15 or 20 years ago. And so this is what I'm talking about. This is where I think we lose our young folks, because they think that they can bypass this work. Now, AI is creating some level of that, because it's you're able to go into AI and you can have it put together all these ideas for you, and you just have to have the prompt to do that, which is, again, another, that's almost like you still have to have the creativity or the skills and experience to know which questions will derive the best value for what you're doing. And don't get me wrong, like this channel, I am utilizing AI in a lot of ways, but again, it's in a way that's I think holistic and honest and really from the heart, right? It's not like AI is shortcutting the integrity of the channel, right? This whole idea of the curve, I love this, because this to me resonates so deeply, is that the curve, like going at like physical like reward, is what creates like that resistance. And I've talked about this before. And so if you would like to have, money's just an easy example, like financial independence, right? You can go directly after it, but it's going to be challenging. Again, you're not creating necessarily value, or maybe you do, but your intent and behind all the actions that you take is hollow. as opposed to finding the thing that you enjoy doing or that you can be of service doing and focusing completely on that. And then and this is where it's curved, right? Because yes, you want financial well-being, but you're not focused on the financial well-being. You're focused on the service and the delivery of the service and the quality of the service. And when you do that, then you're bringing more value with integrity, strong, real, true value, and then of course you're rewarded financially by doing that. So it's moving in a curve, not moving straightly towards a thing, which is counterintuitive. I think a lot of us, especially in Western society, have been brought up with the idea that in order to go have financial wealth, to have a great life, we have to go get it. We have to go directly at it, and that is actually not the case. The best way to do it is to go after the thing that you're go after the mission of service, whatever that is, and then let the financial windfall happen as a byproduct of that, and let's not even focus on the financial as the main goal. So, hey, if this episode resonated with you, please like and subscribe to the channel. We would definitely appreciate it. Obviously, the more likes and subscribes we get, the more YouTube shows these videos to more people, which is spreading the word of Taoism and how you can use it in your life. And the Boundless Sovereign here, the YouTube channel, again, our intent is to hold the mirror up so that way you become whole, internally, right? So then you can be a strong, positive influence and causation of good stuff in the world. So hopefully this was good for you. I appreciate everybody taking the time to watch, and we'll see you all in chapter 23.